Welcome to the Business Cousins podcast, where we do mix business and family, and it works out great.
It
That's yours truly, Bruce, with the questions Hill, and my amazing cousin. Go ahead and introduce yourself, cousin.
Hey, I'm Tasha Cooper Ware, HLS Collective. And yes, we do enjoy doing business together. I think we can confirm that.
It's working out really well so far,
Yeah, yeah.
and I appreciate your support. Grabbing the book. I, listen, I'm getting better at this. Grab a copy of Better Questions, Better Clients. If you want
Yes.
to grow your business and as a leader. So yeah, that's our unofficial sponsor for today.
Excellent.
You always come up with your great questions. So, is anybody tuning in? We focus on business, professional development, personal development. It's your first time today. If you're back, welcome back.
Welcome back.
You asked a really great question. You said, "What is it that you're avoiding that could change everything?" Say it in your
Yeah.
language.
You're avoiding the one thing
Hmm.
that will change everything.
Oh, it's a statement.
It's a statement.
You're avoiding one thing that could change everything. Why would I avoid what could change everything?
I don't know if it's a why. I think there's many whys.
Okay.
Um, I would say first thing is you do know exactly what to do.
Mm.
You're just not doing it.
Mm.
And you're calling it confusion, but really it's avoidance. Once again, we talked about it last week.
Did.
That avoidance is real.
So let's talk about how we can help people through that next level breakthrough. But before we do that,
Mm.
why should people listen to you? What do you know about personal development, about entrepreneurship?
I know consistency makes things happen.
Mm.
And there's lots of things that I did that I wanted to avoid, i.e., posting every day
Yeah.
or getting on the internet
Yeah.
and speaking out loud with my voice and not just pretty pictures. And it doesn't move the needle anymore.
Hmm.
With the times and how marketing is in this present day of 6/2/2026. Um, there are things in business that I have avoided that I no longer avoid, and I wish someone would have said that to me sooner.
Hey.
So I would say
Okay.
that gives me a valid,
You're speaking from experience.
very much so. And even within other things that I've been able to accomplish, ballet, for example.
Yeah, be specific. What's something you've accomplished in ballet? Because someone's listened to this. There's tens of thousands of podcasts. So we appreciate you listening to this one.
Mhm.
And they're like, I don't know. Is this good advice? Can I trust this advice? Tell them a little bit about something you're avoiding in ballet, for example.
Well, not necessarily avoiding something in ballet,
Hmm.
but the dancers around me who avoided ballet in the early years didn't
Hmm.
become a professional. It
Oh.
is the foundation, it is the technique of it all. That no matter what kind of dancer and performer you wanted to be, circa when I was a professional dancer,
Hmm.
the people who avoided ballet weren't successful.
Oh, and any dancing, not just successful in ballet.
Successful in concert dance, successful on Broadway, maybe
Hmm.
successful at street dancing or pole
Hmm.
dancing.
Eh,
But some of the best pole dancers have really good ballet technique.
Interesting.
Actually, that beautiful lines and beautiful legs. But avoiding it because it is hard work and it isn't as glamorous at first and it isn't fun. People find
Now
it
we're getting
boring.
somewhere.
You know, that's the correlation in business. There's lots of things that are not going to be glamorous and kind of boring, but will move the needle.
Hmm. Mm.
You know. So, what's something that you avoided?
I think a big one for me was um, hosting a webinar.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, well, I get business through speaking engagements or from in-person networking, and since I really don't want to be an online guru, and so I just put off hosting webinars for a long time, and they take time. Like I have to be at certain places, a certain time. I got to be in front of a computer, and I just didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even that I was scared; I just didn't want to do it. I didn't feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the breakthroughs that happened when I finally did it, I made a little bit. I made a couple dollars. But what was really powerful was the clarity that I had in order to like create slides and create a message and talk on one topic for 90 minutes. And so it made me stronger as a speaker and it helped me close deals. Like it helped me. So outside of the webinar, I was able to tell stories that converted, and I was holding myself back. How did you say it? Could change everything.
Perfection paralysis.
Perfection paralysis. I was holding
Mm-hmm.
myself back.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a big one for me, was hosting a webinar. So now if you hit weeklywebinar.info, it'll pop up. You'll see this month is turning conversations into clients. And it's just to help, and it's to help you turn conversations into clients, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I procrastinated on for so long.
Yeah. And I get that a lot. I get people who, even you said you start off, you're like, I'm gonna read a book every week, every whatever. What was your timeline?
Yeah, it
And
was one a week.
one a week, right? And it's great. And it's like some of it, it's the avoidance looks productive, and sometimes it is, but it's the I'm going to research and starting, or I'm gonna planning instead of executing, or waiting for that perfect time, um, and just staying busy to avoid the real work, like just do the webinar. You do know that
Yeah,
subject matter. You can speak on it for 90 minutes. You don't need any more research. You
no,
don't need any more planning.
you need
You don't
action.
need to wait for the perfect time. You need to just do the thing.
You're right.
And it's the same in personal training. Like you don't need more information. I told you how much water to drink. You just decided you were going to drink it 3 days instead of 7 because you were so busy.
Oh, you're too busy to drink water? That
Because
sounds
they
exclusive.
because they don't want they say they don't want to go to the restroom. And I'm like, but that's like a good thing. You want it to come out. But I'm trying to tell you, that's one of the things. I'll get it at least once a week. Oh, I can't stay out the bathroom. I'm like, again, your body will adjust, but you have
Right.
to stay in it. You
Man,
know?
it seems like every other episode we're seeing the word consistency.
Yeah. It's a big one because I feel like that's the one thing you do have some control over. You don't have control over if they say yes and you close them at the end of a deal. You don't have control over whether they say yes to your pitch to some new proposal to this corporate company, but you can consistently keep reaching out to different corporate companies. You can consistently keep working on your pitch. You can consistently, drink the water. You have control.
So why do people know what to do,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even know how to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and know that they want the results on the other end, and then still don't do it?
Um, I think that kind of goes back to what we were talking about before. I think it is procrastination. I
Hmm.
don't think that they don't want to be on the other side of it. And sometimes it's like fear disguised as procrastination, like fear of failure. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
you were just procrastinating. Like you're not really fearful of success. All right. It's the procrastination part. It's
Hmm.
procrastination, you know?
Interesting.
So those are the times that I felt the most stagnant. That when I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do those calls. I'm gonna do those on Tuesdays, even though it's already Tuesday. I'm gonna start next Tuesday. It's procrastination.
There's
It's
no
like
reason to
it's
wait.
not fun. I don't necessarily want to talk to random people I've never met before, even though I do want new clients, and then I usually like talking to them.
Yeah.
you know,
Introverts were talking to you.
it is a thing. But I would say, why do you think people don't get on the other side of it and they don't stick to something consistently that helps move the needle in their business?
I think the biggest reason is uncertainty. So I used to do a talk when I was president of Toastmasters 1565, the oldest chapter in Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
and I did a talk called "Fear versus Uncertainty." And when I realized, like, I lived in Cincinnati years ago, and my buddy calls me. He's like, "Bruce, don't go outside." He's like, "Are you outside?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "You don't go outside." I said, "What's going on?" He's like, "There's a tiger that got loose from the zoo."
What?
And I was like, "Are you
Not a
messing with me right now?" He's like,
tiger.
"No." He's like, "Look in the news. There's a tiger." And he hangs up. He's like, "I got to call some other people." He hangs up. And so I look, sure enough, a tiger got loose, right? And because only in Ohio. And I was like, I tell this story because I don't want you to be brave in that scenario. Like, I'm going to go outside. I ain't scared of no tiger. I want you to be scared of a tiger.
Definitely.
That's healthy. It's going to keep you alive. Well, your brain has the same response to uncertainty. So, I'm going to send this LinkedIn pitch. I'm going to pick up the phone to call a stranger. I'm going to ask someone to sign up for the membership. They come into my gym.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know what they're going to say. We don't know how it's going to go. Are they going to be mad? Are they going to cuss? Are they going to yell? And so the uncertainty triggers the fear response.
Mm-hmm.
I think it stops us from taking action.
Yeah.
Right. I don't want to start the podcast. I don't know. Am I going to get any downloads? We need any subscribers. I don't want to fill in the blank, or they'll push it back. Well, and they try and do that research, that perfection by procrastination,
Correct. Mm-hmm. Perfection paralysis.
perfection paralysis.
Yes.
Their uncertainty. They're trying to get 100% clarity on the outcome before they even take the first step,
Yeah.
and they get
Yeah.
stuck.
Yeah. Because you're procrastinating because you're protecting yourself from discomfort.
Absolutely.
It's not comfortable to be rejected when you're trying to get a new client or trying to close a deal. It's not comfortable to get on the internet and speak your mind. People have the fear of being judged. They don't want to get canceled and things like that. You've seen the biggest stars get canceled, but that's what they want us to do. They want to silence us. And you have to push through that. Like your words matter. If you are doing something with integrity, you were put here to change the world in some way.
Hopefully for the better.
Hopefully for the better. Hopefully you're on the up and up team. But but at the end of the day, you gotta give the world what you were put here for.
Yeah.
And push past that discomfort and push past that procrastination that keeps you from getting to that discomfort. And then you can get on the other side of it.
And you'll look back and you're like, man, I should have done this sooner.
Yes. What they call it, the one principle move. The one move principle. Where you're like, just one conversation. One decision.
I had a great conversation. Shout out to Patrice. And I was telling her I work with SaaS companies. And she was like, oh, I'm the operations director for Atlanta Tech Week. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that, but that's amazing. Please refer me
Immediately
for sales roles. And it's just because I asked, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a script or sales pitch. Just asked. We just had a conversation.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that are inches away from something amazing in their life and their business, but they're letting that one little thing hold them back.
Mm-hmm. Every time.
How do we help them break through?
I think the first step is to figure out what's really going to move the needle and what you're trying to accomplish. Like just one thing,
Okay.
Because sometimes I think we do get overwhelmed with, I have to do this. Like I always use fitness, but I have to work out 5 days a week, and I have to drink water, and I got a meal prep. Oh, somebody said I should run. Somebody said, and that's why I know other podcasts, I was like, don't listen today. Like, why don't you set a plan? Pick 2 or 3 things that you're going to start with and you're going to actually stick to for the whole year. Stick to like your plan of sticking to the calls 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
You picked one thing.
Yeah, this month it's a video every day on LinkedIn.
Okay. A measurable. Something that's measurable that you can look and say, okay, well, at least I did 80% and this was the outcome. What should I duplicate next month?
Mm-hmm.
For 2 months? Or should I scrap it all together because I got nothing?
Right. And I'm curious to see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. What's the thing that's going to give the most return? I ask a similar question. What's the smallest, easiest thing I can do right now that's going to make the biggest difference?
Mm-hmm.
And I usually just go do that.
And let's do that.
Because there's hundreds of things you could do.
Absolutely. Like even doing this podcast. This is a great learning.
This is a perfect example. Go ahead.
Yeah. This is a perfect learning curve for me because I did want to speak more and I did want to speak to camera. I just didn't necessarily want to speak to myself.
That's tough.
But the consistency of us meeting together and starting this, I can see how it's going to improve in the future. Absolutely. And that's kind of how ballet is. It's like you have to do the thing at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old so that when you're 17, 18, 19, it's second nature. And now look, you're on the Backyardigans and you have a TV show, That's how it happens.
It's that easy.
Just gotta earn it. Do a little ballet.
That's the solution to all of life's problems, ballet. All
Try
right.
it. Try it. Do a little
I
plie.
could use some flexibility. So.
The body awareness
Uh-huh.
that a person can procure in a ballet class, the mental acuity. I tell everybody, put your babies in a ballet class. I bet you they get all A's when they start school. Because they have to remember, they have to take in the information, they have to take constructive feedback and not get in their feelings.
All right, ballet classes.
Ballet classes.
I'll do it. Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's just a few years. They don't have to become a ballerina, but they've done studies. It raises our self-esteem. There's lots of good things that come from ballet.
Okay, I learned something today. And so you have to ask yourself, listener, subscriber, what are we going to call them? Cousins? There we go. Cousin.
Yes.
You got to ask yourself, what's my ballet? What's the basics? What's the fundamental? What's the transformative work? I don't even want to say hard work. Right. It might be challenging because you're operating in a version of yourself that is new and unfamiliar. But what was that? 16 episode 15 or 16? We talked about it doesn't have to be difficult.
Oh yeah, like it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a struggle.
Struggle, yeah, that's what it was. You don't have to struggle your way to success. Yeah. You got to be consistent your way to success. So you got to find out what your ballet is, cousin.
Find out what your ballet is, cousin. Indeed.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's a good way to leave it right there.
Yeah.
You're this close to a breakthrough. You're this close to a transformation. It's on the other side of the action you're refusing to take.
Yes. So go do that one thing that will change everything. Let's get it.
Worse. Tune in, like and subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
See y'all next week.
See you next week.